Hi everybody, this is Christine. Welcome to Scrappin' Rabbit. We're being hit big time with the snowstorm today, and it's a good time to be spending in my craft room, and I hear that the US is being hit quite hard as well. Anyways, let's hope this blows over soon. I'm going to show how I make these little corner bookmarks in today's video. I think they're really cute, and you can use them in your journals, and you match them up with the cover, and you can also just use them in your regular books, and they just slide in like that, and you can hang some little chunky charms on there, and I think it looks really cute. So I figured I'll do a video that shows how to make them. They're very easy to make, and if you've seen the latest videos that I uploaded to YouTube, my last 3 journals have these little corners on them, and I've got some little charms and a bead. So I'm going to show you how to go about making these. Super fast to do and super simple. So I start with a piece of cardstock. This is scrapbook paper. It's got quite a good thickness to it, so it's stiff, so that's perfect for making these little corners. Now I start by making a rectangle. I want my triangles to measure 3 inches across. You can make them whatever size you like. So these are 3 inches across, and they're also 3 inches down, so it's a perfect square that I start off with, multiplied by 2 for the length of the paper. So my width will be 3 inches, but I need to add ½ an inch for a little edge that I'm going to fold under. So I'm going to make it 3½ inches wide, and then I want twice the length of my width, my finishing width, so that'll be 6 inches. So 3½ by 6 inches. I'm going to place this in my trimmer, and I cut at 6 inches. And now I cut at 3½. And I score this in 2. So I'm going to score at the 3-inch mark. This is going to be the front of my bookmark, and this is going to be the back. Now over on the right edge, I'm going to trim ½ an inch from the right, like that. The only section that I need is this bottom section, so I'm going to cut out the top. And I think I'm going to use my trimmer to make sure I get this straight. Like that. I should cut it a little bit more. So now I can fold this down, and this will fold over like that. Now if you're going to cover the back, you can just fold it over like that and put your paper on top. This already has a design on the paper, so I won't even need to cover it. So I'm going to fold this down like that, and that's going to fold like that, and I'm going to get a nice clean edge. Now before I do that, I'm going to trim to form the triangle shape. So this is going to go on my page like that, with this folded edge down to the right. So I'm going to trim from here down to there. And the easiest way to do that is just to put it in my trimmer, and I line up the 2 points. Like so. Next, I want to put a little piece of ribbon because I'm going to attach some charms. I have a little piece of chain, and here's a bead. I'm going to choose some charms to attach, and I've got these little pins shaped like a light bulb, and I'm going to attach my chain to this. And then I want to attach this here, and I'm going to use a piece of ribbon to attach my pin to. Now, if you don't have a pin, you can also use just a safety pin. You can use a little piece of sturdy cardstock, put an eyelet through it, and then you can attach your chain however you like to attach it. But I like just using this little piece of ribbon. And I'm going to cut this so that it measures about the width of the seam that I folded down, and it's going to stand out, or it's going to stick out on the side a little bit like that, so that my charm can dangle. So this width about up to here should be good. I'm going to cut that like that. Now, if you want to ink this, you might want to do it before attaching your ribbon so it doesn't get dirty. And you can ink the bottom. I'm not going to ink there because I'm going to cover that with some trim anyways. And I'm going to ink all the way around the back. So now I can position my ribbon on here. That's going to go like that. Now you can use some Fabri-Tac if you like, or whichever glue you prefer. I'm going to use my two-sided tape because this stuff, it really sticks to ribbon well. So I'm just going to put a little piece here, another piece here, and I can start by attaching it. Now I want it up at the top, so I'm going to attach this here like that. Then I remove my tape backing, and I'm going to use glue just along the rest of the edge. I could have used two-sided tape too, but I'll just use my glue because I know it's nice and strong. Make sure you don't get any on the inside because you don't want it to be stuck down like that. You want to be able to slide your page in there. Okay, so now I'm going to fold this little ribbon over, and just fold that over like that. So there's my little corner. Now I'm going to heat up my glue gun. And I'm going to use that for my trim. This is a trim that I'm going to use. I have a little bit of black lace and I have this white trim. So in the meantime, I can start preparing my little dangle charm. And this is a little piece of chain I had. This is great for using these little leftover bits you might have laying around. So this measures about 2.5, almost 3 inches. Make it whatever length you like. So I hang this like that. And it goes like that. And that's just going to dangle there. And I'm going to attach my little bead at the bottom, and I'm going to attach little charms on the sides. I'm kind of clumsy using those jump rings, so I'm not going to make you watch me do that. I'm going to attach my charms and the bead, and I'll be right back. So here are my little charms. I have a lot of these little nursing and medical themed charms, so I decided to make one using these, a little cap and a heart and a syringe. And there's my little bead attached. So now I'm going to embellish the bottom edge. You could put some embellishments on there, but you don't want it to be too bulky because this is going to be inserted in a book. So you don't want it to be too thick. I'm just going to use some of this trim, and I'm going to do similar to one I've already done and have a little bit of this black lace at the bottom and then cover it up with some of this white, or I could just have the white. Yeah, I like the black lace though, so I think I'm going to add some of this, and I'm just going to split this in two. Doesn't matter if my top edge is uneven because it's going to be covered by my white trim anyways. Okay. And that's just going to go like that. So I'm going to just run a very thin bead of my glue. Or as thin as I can anyways. I want my bottom edge to be straight. Oh, my glue didn't take. And then I'm going to trim the corners. Actually, I'm just going to cut straight across like that. And then this is going to go on top like that. I think for this one, I'm just going to put the glue on the trim itself because I don't want it to be visible up on the top. And I'm gluing it down before I trim the length, because not only is it easier to measure the proper length, but this type of trim has a tendency to unravel. So by gluing the ends down, they'll stay it'll stay in one piece. It's not all going to unravel on me. There we go. And I can always add a little bit more if needed. Let this cool. Here it is inside my book. I think that looks really, really cute. And I can use it on this journal. This is another one that I've been working on. I started a while ago and I never got around to finishing it, so maybe I'll do that one next. There. It really looks cute on the albums, and it's a great way to incorporate a bookmark. And they make nice little gifts. You could also do something like this on the greeting card that you're making, and you include this little bookmark on the corner, and it's a gift at the same time. So I hope this gave you an idea, and you can make your own little corner dangle bookmarks. Have a nice day and happy crafting. Bye.